Alrighty, welcome one and all. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Lowlife Cat, also known as the Sarcasm Detector. Hey, CJ Tomb Raider, welcome back to the stream. We're going to be doing some Star Trek Online today with some chill, calm music. Got the ambient playlist playing today. So sit back, pull up a lawn chair, get some crumpets and tea. Sure, no problem if we're going to be doing some. Depends what we're going to be doing. Is that you right there, isn't it? That was quick. I was going to do some mission replays, and we'll get to that in a second. As I was saying, pull up a lawn chair, get yourself some tea, some crumpet, or if you prefer, popcorn and some fizzy drinks. Hey, Ectoban, welcome back to this stream. And Atreus, welcome also to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Hey, guys. Nice to see everyone pop in here at the very start. Sorry, I was meaning to start about like 15 minutes ago, but I was working on the cat. Changed the lighting in my room a little bit, and that seems to have improved the twitchiness of the new cat avatar. It still has trouble following or tracking my mouth movements. Almost said mouse movements, and that would be kind of weird. Because, be a bit ironic, cats having trouble, tracking mice. But anyways, we're going to be doing some STOs. I already did my endeavors for today, and I did the event. I just wish that they had something. I wish they did something that wasn't quite as grindy and boring for the events as they are right now. But actually, I want to check something out. Hold on. Is it in the Lobby store? Apparently, there's going to be a new pack in the Lobby store. I don't see it here. It probably hasn't been released yet. No, it hasn't been released yet. For Dads and Kathy Escort. Also, Mud's Market. Let's take a look here. Faith of the Heart Choice Pack. Choose 3 out of 6 amazing selections. For how much? $300? You gotta be kidding me. 50 pack of Master Keys. 300 packs of Lobby Crystals. Okay, I'm guessing when it goes on sale, it's probably a little bit more. Yeah, let's just close that and not look at it anymore, because that's kind of weird. That's really kind of weird. Wasn't there a Dreadnought selection pack, or is that not released yet? Is that going to be on Friday? I'm so confused about the dates of stuff. Usually stuff gets released on Thursday. Okay. I'll pull you into the team. I'm gonna actually... Let me see. I think I'm gonna switch ships today. I haven't played with the crossfield for a while. It's my crossfield. And let's make sure everything is proper. Weapons setup, everything is okay. The visuals are disabled. Skills are okay. Traits are off. So if I go to this one, traits are still off, I think. Wait, no. No, traits are correct. Def Cannoneer is there. Exotic damage. You know, with the new update they did to all the doohickeys, kind of have to double check everything is correct, because otherwise you could warp into something and then get absolutely screwed. And even if you do check everything is correct, you can warp into something and be absolutely screwed. Oh well. So size difference. And one thing I want to take a look at is I did catch the last episode of Discovery and notice the difference that they did, the upgrade of the ship. So let's stop for a sec. Angle down so we get the sunlight. Actually, let's head out here for a bit. So what they did, the retrofit for the ship, on the saucer section, all those 4 connecting things on the sides that they removed, they only have the neck connecting to the central part, connecting the outer ring to the central ring. So that's kind of interesting. And then they disconnected the nacelles, and just inwards of the nacelles on the wings there's now a hole in the ship. I've been tinkering with a funky beam overload EPG build on my legendary crossfield. Actually, I think the legendary crossfield would probably be better for that kind of build, since it's only a 4-2, whereas this one's a 4-3. And there's always, if you're doing a beam overload build, usually you want to go dual beam banks and omnis in the back. And if you have like 3 slots in the back with omnis, it's kind of awkward. You either have to put a beam bank or the kinetic cutting beam. Hey, Musin, welcome back to the stream. And Trekkie STO, thank you for the host, my friend. It's always appreciated. So taking a look here. Yeah, so you did kinetic cutting beam or another beam bank or like a turret or something. Today at 9:07 p.m. Twitch is doing DCMA ban. You mean DMCA bans on game noises now? Nanny the fuck? What do you mean? Game noises. What's... That's what you have access to. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's a decent ship. The legendary one. It's just for like for this particular build that I have, it's a bit subpar. Because I run I run 2 Lieutenant Commander tacticals. So I have the Torp Spread 3 and the highest level of scatter volley that I could run, which is 2. That's why this particular ship is a little bit better for me than what the legendary is. The mirror one is actually a destroyer. Final 15, it opens and ends with Stand By Me cover by Florence and the Machine. Hey Tony Terror, welcome back to the stream. Oh, so if the games have like copyrighted or almost copyrighted material, then they're getting strikes. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's why I have the music basically turned off in game. I have the in-game music turned off. Not that STO has any copyrighted stuff that I know of. And I play the royalty-free music. By the way, I have tea with me today. I haven't drank tea in a while. In an ISA 150K, so you would probably be able to pull off what, like 200, 250, maybe even 300K in an ISE. That's pretty good. That's pretty decent, actually. I mean, it's not, it's really not that difficult to pull off like over 100K in ISA these days, not like it wasn't back in the day. Like at about the point where I took my first big break, what, season 14, 15, 14? Or was it 13? Whenever the big Embassy console nerf was. 100k DPS was like big shit. Nowadays, well, they did nerf ISA. They did reduce the amount of the hit point total in that particular map. As the iconic Star Trek intro tunes count. Everything melodic from the actual TV show. Wow, okay. That is kind of crazy, but like I said, I have the music volume turned off and the ambient volume turned off as well. Because this is actually really noisy. The ambient noise in Star Trek Online is pretty intense. Like I used to have like lots of audio problems when recording as YouTube videos in the past where my voice wouldn't be heard. And at some point I was looking through it and I just turned off the ambient music, and lo and behold, people could hear me again. Yeah, the ambient noise was just absolutely overpowering. You get so used to it that you don't actually hear it anymore. TFO Synthwave was a MIDI version of the actual tune on the piano. That song is it not public domain? I thought that particular song was like public domain. I think you can only copyright the composition of that. Is that the right word to use, the composition? So if like a certain orchestra did a version of that, then you can't use that particular orchestra's rendition. Rendition, yeah, that's the word I wanted to use. And shared on Discord. Tune used for the short trek, yeah, so that's really a kind of mess. That's a bit of a mess. Yeah. Because the song is kind of public domain. Most classical songs are public domain because, well, they're like hundreds, centuries old. I don't know if anyone's composing classical music anymore or classical style music anymore. There might be. Alright, let's take a look. Yesterday we did some, what did we do? We were doing, did Age of Discovery, we did Parapacem. So next up is the Illusion of Command. Let's grab that.
I believe the Terrans are undertaking a large-scale operation there. They have managed to coerce the planet's consciousness into serving their violent needs. Furthermore, they've turned Pavo's transmitter into a potent weapon.
Can you guys hear the voiceover over the music?
While the Alliance is mobilizing a larger response, we are, in effect, the first responders. It falls to us to do what we can to stop Captain Tilly and her crew before they solidify their control of Pavo. Failing to do so would be catastrophic. Ideally, we should return the Discovery and her crew to their proper time and space. Under the circumstances, removing the Terran presence from all is a more immediate, logical need.
Damn, Musin, thank you for the follow. Do you guys think the cat looks a little plain? Maybe we should spruce up the cat a bit. Let's give the cat a hat. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. And this kills me. This absolutely kills me. But let's go with it. Accept. We'll transwarp. This is Animes. It's the same people that did Face Rig. It's available on Steam. It's free to play. Yes, this is green. No, it doesn't require a green screen. But I am using chroma key. So in the actual application of the doohickey, I put the background as green, and I have OBS filtered the green out. But basically, it's a face tracking software. It's a face tracking software that basically tracks and copies the tracking over to the software, to the avatar. So yeah, it also works with the iPhones. So if you have an iPhone, you can use the iPhone camera to track your face, and then you via Wi-Fi send that over to your computer and OBS, and the software does the rest. There's plans for an app on Android to do the same thing, but that's a bit off. So if you have FaceRig, it's going to do the same. You can do it with FaceRig as well. Although FaceRig is getting a little bit old now, and it's no longer going to get updates. Tony Terror, thanks for the help. Okay, what did he help you with? Enterprise Mako outfit. I would recommend Animes over FaceRig. Yeah, it's free to play, and you can subscribe. You can subscribe to it. It's fairly cheap to subscribe to. But there's a way to use it for broadcasting without having to pay a subscription, which they detail themselves. So that's kind of good. But let's begin. Actually, begin Illusion of Command. Oh, I'm used to you're planning on doing some kind of streaming with that. Oh, thank you. I get distracted by the chat and start talking to people.
Based on my readings, I believe the Terrans have managed to alter Pavo's song. Somehow, Tilly and her crew have manipulated it into a new type of harmonic waveform. This waveform is potent enough to realign the space around the planet, shifting it to a different quantum signature. As a result, a number of interphasic rifts have opened within the system.
For
I
what
believe
purpose?
she is attempting to bring things from the mirror universe to ours. Logic suggests an invasion force, based on previous encounters with the Terran Empire. We are not the only ones interested in this behavior. The time-displaced Klingons are moving to investigate as well. Considering previous encounters, the situation could become volatile quickly.
Yeah, let's deal with it before it gets out of hand. Yeah, I don't blame you. A lot of people don't actually want to show their face on the internet. Some people do. Scan the portal. Okay, prepare sick bay for casualties. Begin transporting survivors aboard. Beam the survivors. Oh, my Gravwell is actually doing its. Oh, here we go. Someone's doing a big bad there. Kaboom. Nice. All right. You do that while I save these guys. There are enemies who'd use my face against me if they get a recent picture instead of one from 15 years out of date. Yeah. Sound like a spy, dude. Top secret agent and stuff. Will the cocooned ones survive? Alright, keep me posted. Some people, they were saving people from ships and stuff.
I have the coordinates for the science station on the planet's surface. It is logical to assume that the Terrans have taken control of the research team and their facilities. Preparing for an armed response would be prudent.
If you've paid for Phase Trig, you'll actually get a discount when subscribing to, multiple discounts when subscribing to Enemies. Enemies is still not quite complete. It's still in early access. One of the things that I really miss between Face Rig and Animes is Face Rig has the audio-based lip sync where it will move the mouth of the avatar based on what you're talking into the microphone. This one does not have it. So if I'm looking to the side here, you'll notice the cat's mouth stops moving because it's having a hard time tracking my mouth. But if I'm looking like forwards, it kind of sees my mouth and does its thing. The thing about Animes is it's a bit better animated. They rebuilt Face Rig basically from the ground up. I made enemies that would have me assaulted in real life while doing my online thing in Second Life. Yeah. Well, the reason I use it is because I have a face for radio. But let's not go too deep into that. It's fine, but that's kind of crazy. You got that kind of toxicity in Second Life. That's kind of scary, man. Sorry, I'm sorry, CJ. I keep getting distracted by chat.
It's logical to assume that the Terrans. The research facility has already been attacked. We must see to the welfare of the researchers, if any survived.
Like, what did you do in Second Life that like requires people to like? Oh, Okay. That, Face Rig is a mature product that's been out for many years, so it's got a lot of features in it. However, it is using lots of third-party libraries and third-party hooks, which are no longer being updated. Whereas Animaze is built completely in-house from the ground up, so it's kind of future-proof. We should check the sheltered area. More than a couple of people pissed off at you.
Your assistance is appreciated.
I guess if you live by the sword, you gotta, be careful not to die by the sword.
My injuries are not life-threatening.
I have
We are
recovered.
fortunate that the Terrans did not kill everyone. They were more concerned with our research data and equipment.
Hey Dragon, how you
We've
doing?
given the Terrans what they need to communicate with.
So I gotta ask, is this like real life
They
cheating?
are now able to alter the
Or is it just digital
causing it to
digital
reflect their
online
own
cheating?
nature.
Is for digital online cheating to require people get so pissed off that they actually threaten you with physical violence? That's a bit messed up, man. That's kind of really messed up.
Our security personnel should remain with us. We will need all the help we can get against the Terran forces.
I'm doing well. You can take that to the police, and get some restraining orders.
While trying to communicate with the planet, we have learned that it uses crystal.
Yeah, let's pick up a few of these crystals before we continue. Let's actually continue. Who are you asking? Me? No, this is the Herald Thrall armor. CJ has like one of the Star Trek variants. I'm not sure what it is, which one that is. That one actually looks really cool, by the way. Since we're like doing cat things here, let me pop out my Bombay. Hey Arndatis, how you doing? Yeah, we got the witch's hat on today.
I was able to take readings of the area. Terran technology is not subtle, especially agonizer gear. I am reading it in several nearby locations.
Now, which uniform are you wearing?
Riverbank and a narrow pass. I am also reading several Terran life signs in those areas. I do not expect a warm welcome from them.
Once we've dealt with the Terrans, we can turn off their agonizers and restabilize the planet. Sierra Experimental Recolored. Okay, so that's one of the old
There is
uniforms.
a canyon that exits to another glade of Pavan life a short distance to the south of here. Logically, the Terrans would seek out places where they can use their technology to attempt to subvert the planet.
Should keep an eye out for their devices then. Oh, we gotta follow that. So if you're planning on streaming, what are you gonna be, what games are you gonna be
Device set
streaming?
with the crystals. Disable it to interrupt the Terrans' hold on Pavan.
This looks pretty. This looks really pretty. Forgot how pretty this map was. Lestio, Soul Calibur. Okay. Alright, you're gonna resurrect a whole bunch of people here. Place uncorrupted crystal. And let's turn everything blue. Next is this way. Meadow. Might actually be starting to stream Ark Survival Evolved again if the next expansion comes out soon. Oh, we got a cutscene.
We should continue before the Terrans send reinforcements. Curious. I sense something. They are attempting to communicate telepathically. Angry. Kill them! Kill them all!
Oh no. Let's disable this quick. Maybe that'll help. Treat their injuries.
Fascinating. The Terrans have used their agonizer technology to induce a state of hostility in the Pavan biosphere. It is lashing out, using its empathic powers to project its pain and rage into other living beings. If the Terrans are able to do this on a large scale, the planet could serve as a massive telepathic weapon. It would be able to subvert or kill anyone, anywhere. We should disable this technology wherever we find it on Pavo.
Why didn't the attack affect me or my officers?
An interesting question. I believe the biosphere has a stronger connection to myself and my team. It may have instinctively struck the most familiar minds first. That being said, I do not believe it will continue to exclusively attack the members of my team. Only those with the ability to harm the biosphere will be immune.
Are you able to continue?
Yes. Now that I have experienced the psionic attack, I can take steps to shield my mind against it. The security officers, on the other hand, do not have my level of training in the mental arts. It would not be logical for them to continue on with us.
Very well, we'll beam the security team up to the ship. Meet the Terrans in the mountain pass. I gotta, what? A game dev follow? What do you mean? I'm confused. Avatar of Win 359. Oh, that's a game dev? I didn't know that.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
That happened like yesterday, just before I switched over. I rated, Kale. Interesting. I didn't know that. A whole bunch of newer devs nowadays that I don't know about. I knew some of the older devs.
It seems that in addition to using their agonizer technology on the planet itself, the Terrans are blocking access to the central pillar with force fields in selected areas. Doubtless, they wish to prevent interference in their captain's plans.
Yeah, we need to disable these force fields and stop their captain, Killy, who betrayed us. Typical Terran. Can't trust him with anything. Oh, hello. Another cutscene.
Oh, you're good! Seriously! I sent my best to deal with you! My best! And here you are, alive and kicking! Well, bravo!
It is illogical for you to continue, Captain. Whatever you are doing to Pavo needs to end.
Ah, the famous Vulcan logic! Get it straight. Pavo and I, we're just getting started. Oh, and that part about sending my best at you? I lied.
Yeah, I kind of figured that you weren't being honest.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Damn it. Of course I get like the aggro. Of course. I need to upgrade my stuff. Okay, number one, come get me. Or, yeah, thank you.
Why don't I give you a little taste of my big gun?
We have to do these things here on the corners, or is that not yet? Oh, you're already on one.
Disable the controls to the left before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
I can do this all day. You? Not so much. Time's up. Ready to die?
Good.
Ever had an agonizer down your throat? No? You're about to. Now this will be a real treat. For me.
disable. This is the third one.
Disable the controls behind the spire before she forces Pavo to release a...
I already did that, man. You're a bit late. So I get what you were talking about earlier about not wanting to stream when like your favorite streamers are streaming at the same time. I actually like hanging out with Augie and like Grumpy and stuff.
Well, this is definitely not how I saw this ending.
So I try to avoid streaming at the same time they do.
You know, it's only a matter of time.
Or, you know,
Before we
time it so I'm
begin,
either streaming
right?
after them or
You don't
before
have the
them.
stomach to stop us. But we're more than capable of ending you.
Oh no, sequence
And I
initiated.
intend to make that happen.
That seems unlikely. Your campaign of terror here is over, Captain.
Oh, I'm not done yet, Vulcan. Till next time, you assholes.
Uh-oh, what did they do?
Fascinating.
Ah, typical.
Interesting. She has somehow used Pavo's transmitter as a long-range transporter. Tilly could be anywhere in the quadrant now. If we are
Yeah.
fortunate, we might find further clues among the Terran equipment. They did go to considerable trouble to arrange this site.
Kelly, her hairstyle went. We should check their gear then. That would be interesting to get that hair straight. Let's grab all
We have
that.
found all we can here. It may be advisable to return to your vessel so that we can...
Sure, let's speed up.
I think we have found all we can here. Now that you have secured the research preserve, we must find a way to return the remaining Terrans and their vessel to their proper time and space.
Cool recommendation.
We can use the ion storm to send Discovery back. Specially modified probes can amplify the storm in specific locations. This can generate a localized ion effect and open a gateway to the proper point in space and time.
Vince Discovery to enter could be difficult.
Indeed, especially given the Terran predilection for hostility.
That's an understatement. Shields up, fire to disable. Oh man, we practically destroyed her there. 2%.
This is pointless. As much as it pains me to say this, we surrender. What are your terms?
Stand down. You need to return your proper time and place.
Fine by me. Tilly slinked off to parts unknown and left us to die. I'm the captain now, and I say send us back if you can.
Very well. Return to your initial entry position and don't try any more tricks.
This is
Your display has been updated with the locations to place probes around Discovery. Once the probes are in place, they will trigger an ion flare to open the gateway that will take Discovery back.
Well, that's easier said than done.
Klingon ships off us!
Time-displaced Klingons are still out there, and they have shown a distinct interest in destroying the Discovery.
That's an understatement as well. Somat is like the king of understatements. Helm, take us to the launch points. Where are they? Okay, here. CJ's got that covered. Oh, hello. Give you some help and pop out Grav well as soon as I get turned around. them bunched up for you. Any hairstyle we don't have yet when? Well, we did get the, hello. It's a bit far from my grav well, isn't it? Okay, so now we're on a timer.
Ion storm intensifying. Soon it will shift Discovery and any ships near her back to the 23rd century.
Oh, that's a good spot for the gravel.
Shields won't last long if this keeps up.
Gundam Seed hairstyle. Yeah, we need more anime hairstyles, that's for sure. But we did get the Burnham hairstyle recent.
We're ready to leave. Now. The holdup.
The holdup is we got like a timer that we have to wait for. That's the only thing. That's okay, there's only like 20 seconds left. Trooper, you do not know my history of streaming in STO. Oh, here we go.
This is Discovery. We're moving into position.
They'd better get those Klingons off our back. Otherwise, this is gonna be a real short trip.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Tier 6 Luna. It's probably gonna have to wait till the end of the month for me.
Now!
Somat to Discovery. Prepare for transit.
I already have
Probes are in
plans.
position. Activating in 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Nice.
The ion storm has cleared, and we're receiving standard readings from Pavo. It's broadcasting its song as normal. No aberrations, no distress calls. It would seem things are returning to a calm, peaceful level.
I have to wait till the end of the month, unfortunately. And even then, I'm not even sure if I can spare the cash for that. That's good news.
Once the research team is able to resume their duties, we will begin to analyze the impact of agonizer technology on the Pavan ecosystem. Considering what we have just witnessed, it will be logical to make sure Tilly and her crew didn't leave any unexpected surprises on the planet as well. For now, I believe we can safely depart the system.
Depart the system.
The ion storm has cleared, and we're receiving standard readings from Pavo. It's broadcasting its song as press calls. It would seem things are returning to a calm, peaceful level. It will take some time to evaluate the impact of the Terran occupation of Pavo. The agonizer technology they used to manipulate the planetary biosphere was invasive and damaging. I am concerned about the effect it had upon the Pavan ecology, and how that will affect future attempts at interaction with the planet. The fact that Captain Tilly remains at large is troubling. Her technological prowess and propensity for violence should make her presence in this time quite disruptive. Should she acquire current technology and return to her own time, it is possible that she will rewrite history as we know it, turning our universe into one more like her own, if not worse. In the meantime, we both have our duties to attend to. It It has been agreeable working with you. Live long and prosper.
Let's collect this reward. So, actually, let me see. Can I do it here? I cannot do it here. Oh, and I'm injured. And I'm running out of those medical thing. Can I? Yes, I can actually. So let's check out some of the ship names I have here. Can you pick up a can you pick up the pattern? Let's see, these are some of my older ships have these names. Aside the newer ships, I don't really bother so much anymore. But they had a theme going with all the old ship. There are more, but I'm not gonna, bore you with that. What are those doohickeys? I don't have any on my person. Where do we buy those healing things for the ground injuries? I can't seem to remember where. Is it in the medical bay? On ESD? Moon, got it. Yep. I was really into Bleach back then. And it's a shame what they did with that particular series. I guess it can't be helped. Ichimaru and Aizen. Ground requisition at the captain's table. I don't think I can get. I don't have the lifetime, so I can't go to the captain's table. Ground requisition person. I'm gonna head over to. Actually, we're close to Seoul. I don't need to transwarp. I'm just gonna, before we do the next mission, I'm just gonna go see if I can get some because I'm down to like 3. My Sode no Shirayuki. Yep. K7 is closer. I heard there were plans to actually redo that show at some point, and they did a live action of like the first arc, didn't they? A movie of the first arc, which was actually kind of good. That is definitely something that can be redone. A weeb, you say? Don't worry, you're in good company here. Or you're in bad company here. No, wait, no, you're in familiar company here. There we go. That's it. Shipyard. Armory. That's what they pretty much left off at, isn't it? Ah, here we go. Minor and major regenerator. That's just the elite stuff that that you have to pick up in missions. Oh, they're actually gonna finally finish animating the 1,000-year arc. Okay, that's good. Wait. The bank is in here, isn't it? Bank is in the center. It's actually hilarious. I'm kind of keeping up with Vacation. I got all the stuff in my bank. And some extra stuff. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't blame them for messing it up, because the what's his name was having issues. We'll put it mildly at that. The guy was having issues. Beneath the skin, using new super weapons. So speaking of Andorians, it seems the Discovery or the latest season are picking up stuff from the books. It seems that they have some stuff from from STO that they picked up. I wonder if you guys noticed the Easter egg in the episode 6 from last night, where I don't know if I should say it. If you guys watched it, if you haven't watched it, it might be spoiler. But there were at one point they mentioned that they were looking for self-sealing stem bolts, and I'm like, oh my god. Replay.
This is Captain Kumarke of the LSS Riskava. My research group is under attack in the Andoria system. We believe the attackers are allied with House Mokai in service to Matriarch Ja'ula. Their flagship is using some kind of super weapon. We've lost 3 ships to it already. To all vessels within range, please. We require immediate assistance. We can't last much longer against...
Accept. And yeah, we'll do it a transwar. Nog, USS Nog. Yeah, I want one of those ships. That'd be interesting to have. Yeah, let's. Oh, thank you. You're way ahead of me, CJ. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for coming, my friend. Things were looking quite grim before your arrival. The Mokai vessels attacked without warning. Be mindful of their flagship. It has a super weapon of unknown origin, and it is devastating.
All of them to attack Andoria in the heart of the Federation.
Indeed. We'll need to act fast if we're going to save Andoria.
Very well. What can you tell us about the Raiders?
The Mokai ships are old, but they've been retrofitted with modern technology. Matriarch Ja'ula has been busy since her arrival from the 23rd century. Look, this cowardly attack took us by surprise. We need to deal with these raiders before that super weapon gets turned on my homeworld. Agreed?
Yeah, we're moving to assist. That's the closest one. So in the books, the Andorians actually secede from the Federation. And in Star Trek Discovery, it looks like the Andorian That wasn't smart. I flew straight into that. I guess I deserve that.
Target's shield has failed.
There we go.
That new Mokai weapon is tearing our ships apart.
Fire the weapon!
Not sure why Lumarque is in Andorian space.
How? The flagship is launching probes into the rift.
Rear shield failing.
We have done what we can. Help! Leave the system! Maximum work!
Oof, that's close. You guys saw that, right? That was kind of close. That was very close. I almost exploded there.
Hull
We've
integrity
driven
below
off the Mokai,
20%.
but they left a very disturbing problem in their wake. We're not exactly sure what that rift is or what it's capable of. I need answers to those questions. Andoria is my home, and I won't let it come to harm on my watch.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Captain. Scan the rift.
My readings are showing a distinct biological presence with qualities similar in many ways to that of fungi. Very intriguing. I'm afraid astromycology is not my specialty. I believe we'll need to consult with an expert in the field if we're to solve this riddle quickly.
Right, show of hands. Who here watching this stream is a little disappointed that there are no Super Mario Easter eggs inside the mycelial realm? Experts in astromyology are uncommon.
I realize the scientific aspects of the rift are fascinating, but let's not forget this thing appeared as a result of Ja'ula firing her new weapon. It's not benign. It's meant to do harm. The way I see it, this rift is a ticking time bomb, and we need to shut it down before it explodes. Period.
I agree.
My science team has isolated a series of research files that could help us. They're old, from the mid-23rd century. Interesting. A good number of them are classified by Starfleet Command at
Why
the
would-
highest level.
Why would Starfleet classify astromycological research?
That's a damn good question. Not sure I want to know the answer. Look, finding an astromycologist from this century and getting them up to speed on this will take time, and we don't have a lot of that. I propose we create a holographic simulation of the author of these files and put it to work on the problem.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
Good. Let's meet here on the Hoffman. I'll talk to Starfleet about gaining access to these research notes. See you soon.
On my way.
My readings are showing a distinct biological presence with qualities similar in many ways to that of
Oh, that popped up twice. You have your... okay. Do I bring... Where's K2? I'll bring K2 along. I must say, I was really disappointed in the first season of Discovery and really didn't watch much of the second season, but this third season is actually really good. I kind of picked up on that.
Welcome aboard. Hope you're ready to go to work, because we have a lot of work to tackle and very little time to do it in.
Cool. Any updates on the Rift?
Some. My people believe we're looking at some kind of quantum-level mycelial thread. Basically a giant extra-dimensional fungus. A giant extra-dimensional fungus that somehow serves as a portal into another plane of existence.
So how do we close this portal?
We're working on that with you, the Lucari, and hopefully the hologram we're about to deploy. Let's hope they have the data we need to get the job done.
To the holodeck then. My away team can meet up when we know what we're doing next. Enemy faction buff. Congratulations. Nice RP walk there.
Okay, let's get started. I'll initiate the basic holomatrix while you upload and integrate the relevant personality and research data.
Understood. Upload the profile.
Okay, merging your data with the core holomatrix. Now, computer, initiate program Papa Sierra 1.
Starfleet. I should have known. There's no way in hell I'm letting you weaponize my work. Also, I don't appreciate being kidnapped, drafted, whatever this is.
Damn it. The simulation isn't accessing data from his Starfleet career. Computer, initiate full security override on my authority.
Hello? Is your universal translator working? Anyone? Who's in charge here? You? It's you, isn't it?
That should do it. Computer, reinitialize program.
Please state the nature of the mycelial emergency.
Oh god. Yeah. That's a facepalm for sure.
You know, I was afraid something like this would happen. I told Strahl that our work could get twisted into some sort of weapon. I never expected the Klingons would be the ones doing the twisting.
There's a trans-dimensional portal that seems fungal in nature.
Give me a second. Reviewing your current data. Got it. Okay, we need to know more about the probes this time-traveling Klingon fired into the mycelial network. I'll run some simulations, see what I can find out.
Okay, we can set up a lab for you here.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
Tell us about the
It's a
network.
space realm that spans the entire multiverse. That's our universe and all other quantum realities all connected to the network. The network contains the roots of a certain type of fungus, and if you know how, you can use the spores of that fungus to access the network. I'm one of the few people to figure out how to do that, by the way. I'm assuming that's why I'm here now.
Among other reasons,
Discovery
yes.
was equipped with a spore drive, and with it, we were able to travel immense distances almost instantaneously, thanks to the network. It wasn't always an exact science, though. You weren't careful, you could wind up in another dimension or another time.
I see. Glad we were able to call on your expertise.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
Well, let's get to work. We already know how dangerous Jula's weapon is.
Nice touch. I'd have been fine with a lab from this century, but it's the thought that counts, I suppose. I'm gonna run some calibration tests. I'll need you to handle the radiation and spore saturation levels.
Oh, how will that work?
I'll start the calibration, then the monitors will show you the level of radiation and spore saturation in the chamber. You'll need to adjust it up or down as we go. Don't let it get too high or too low. If the levels go out of bounds, I'll have to reset the simulation. That's annoying, so don't do it.
Got it. Watch the radiation and spore levels. Use the appropriate console to keep them in safe range until the simulation completes. Okay. Radiation level is plus.
Increase the radiation level. It's getting too low.
Give it a plus 20. I'll stick on the radiation. You do the saturation. Cool. Teamwork. Yeah. This is what happens when cats get together.
Speed. Stay sharp. All right, we're good here. Let me take a look at the results. Interesting. First thing, we can use the rift to transport into the mycelial network, which is good because we need to go there to figure out what this Ja'ula is up to.
Come again?
Sorry, got ahead of myself there. I'm detecting radiation coming from the rift of a type unique to 23rd century Klingon tech. It's probably coming from those probes Ja'ula shot into the network. Whatever they're doing in there, it's probably not for the benefit of life, the universe, and everything.
Understood. Next move.
Sounds like we need to send an away team into this mycelial network to gather more data on the problem and deal with whatever House Mokai is doing there. I'll set up a mobile emitter so Stamets here can go along. I have a feeling we'll need his expertise on the other side of that rift.
Understood. Let's do it.
We're good here. Let me take a look at the results. Interesting. First thing, we can use the rift to transport into the mycelial network, which is good because we need to go there to figure out what this Ja'ula is up to.
Oh, it just repeated itself. Okay. Return to the transporter. CJ, before we do that, I do want to use the bathroom. I know this is actually a long mission. And I've been drinking tea, so that needs to... Yeah, so just give me a minute to use the bathroom and I'll be right back. Guys, stick around. I'm going to play a quick 1-minute commercial while I'm using the little boy's room, little cat's room, little litter box. You know what I mean. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. We're ready. We'll contact you if anything goes wrong. Yes. Thanks for sticking around, guys.
Good luck in there. We'll be monitoring from here. Energize.
It's so pretty.
Welcome to the mycelial network. All right, we don't have a lot of time. Between her weapon and whatever tech she's...
Hey, Butto Brage 42, welcome to the stream.
Before it gets too far gone.
How goes
Head
it?
toward those Klingon energy signatures seems like a good place to start.
Something is stinging me. What is that?
That would be the Jasep. They're a sentient, spore-based colony life form. My records indicate they act to decompose any material that's alien to the mycelial network, like you, for example. Adjust your personal shields to this setting. It should protect you from their nibbling.
Nibbling. I don't like being decomposed. It's kind of irritating. Continue.
Good. Whatever's happening with that Mokai tech hasn't spread here. Not yet, anyway. Take some samples from healthy spore clusters. We'll need them for comparison studies later. You really can't appreciate this place until you see it for yourself. This is serious. If the network is damaged beyond repair, it could end all life.
That's kind of pretty.
Hold your fire. I'm pretty sure she comes in peace.
Outsiders, I am of the Jasep. We are people of this realm. We have met people of your realm before. Many of them have traveled here. Others from your realm have sent things that are hurting us. You must make this stop.
Patel, how is this possible? I saw you die.
I created this form to give the Jasep voice, to communicate with you. Based on your memories, Patel is compassionate, idealistic, someone who protects, someone like the Jasep.
I see. We appreciate the gesture. Gesture. Did I say gesture? Wow.
We waste time. Strange devices have been brought here. They make the fungus sick. They are making the yield tree bloom.
We came to help if we can.
This yield tree she's talking about is bad news. The Jasep aren't fond of it, and with good reason. Its bark is toxic to them.
How did this happen, Patel?
There was a tear in the sky, and a device came through it from your realm. It gives off strange light and heat at all times. This is what brings the sickness and the poison. We know it. The device is deeper in the forest. I will take you to it, but you must stop it. You must.
We'll do what we can.
Let's get moving. Looks like this device is deeper in the mycelial forest. Watch for visible signs of fungal corruption and yield tree growth. The more we see, the closer we'll be to the problem.
No problem, CJ. Oh, we'll try not to waste too much time. No guarantees though, but we'll try.
To move quickly. It will let us travel through the network to another part of the realm.
If you have to go now, then go ahead. Don't worry about it. I see. Okay, yeah, we'll try not to waste too much time.
This might be a tardigrade birthing ground. Try not to scare the little ones, okay? I don't think we'd survive an encounter with an angry adult tardigrade, let alone several.
Okay, a few scans won't hurt. We don't know a lot about them.
The liquid sources here may tell us more about them as well. Tardigrades can put themselves into a desiccated state to survive without water, but they still need it to remain active and to grow. Take a sample from the center of the pool. That should provide useful information.
Right, let's scan the little ones and the water source.
They're extremely tough.
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
The fluid sample shows a high level of nucleotides and proteins. This serves not only as a liquid source for the local flora, but also a nutrient carrier. These proteins include compounds associated with the formation of neurotransmission and memory.
Interesting. So the fluid is part of a nervous system within the network.
Grades are of the realm. They live in
It's
harmony
possible
within
that the
forest.
liquid carries information in the form of
Mycelial
protein
roots,
compounds.
vessels, waterways, neuron-like. Okay. I can't summon my combat pet either, so it must be a specific flag.
These readings could be very helpful to us here.
Yeah, we need to press on. The readings are nice.
Look, see that? That's definitely not Klingon tech. It's running clean, too. No radiation or harmful emissions. Whatever it is, it's not part of the problem here. I'd like to take a closer look, if you don't mind.
Yeah, not at all. I'd like to know more about it myself. A quick examination.
Curiouser and curiouser. This is Elachi tech. I wonder what they're doing in here. This device appears to collect spores floating in the atmosphere. Based on what we know about Elachi, I think it's collecting food for them.
Well, the Elachis are fun guys. The Elachi, perhaps they have a connection with the network.
Elachi are, like the Jasap, part of this realm. They lived here before they went to serve and fight in your realm. Now some of them have returned.
Right, the Alliance will want to know about this.
Maybe. The Elachi don't have a lot of friends in the Alliance. I'd be worried about this information falling into the wrong hands. The last thing this place needs is a bunch of well-armed types stomping around looking for payback from the Elachi.
A valid point.
Incoming!
Something's wrong with the Elachi. They have the sickness.
Flanking damage detected.
Those Elachi were of the realm, but they were sick. Toxic, like the yield tree. Their devices were corrupt as well. If we cannot cure the Elachi, we must cull them from the realm before the sickness spreads.
Understood. We'll help them if we can. No orangitis. Stop it. Which way are we going? We're going this way. Think. I'm lost. No.
You see? Look. Look here. It is corrupted. The device makes it grow in a strange, toxic way, and it spreads the sickness.
Right. We must be getting closer to the Oi. Listen, buddy, I'm trying to scan stuff, and you're being rude. I hate the rude fungi.
Lots of yield tree growth here. That's not a good thing. The corruption is getting stronger.
Oh, it didn't do that charge thing. There we go. Oh, someone vaporized. I love it when you vaporize stuff. Max2, how you doing? You're gonna grab that one. Welcome back to the stream, bud.
This fungi is being mutated by Hark-Peng radiation. Not good.
Did he say fungi?
Looks like this used to be an Alachi research outpost. They were starting to build defense systems in response to incursions from our space. That you can't guess who was responsible for those.
Jola. So the Alachi were trying to deal with the problem as well. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the radiation from Jaula's tech had a negative effect on the Alachi. They began
Welcome
to
back from
mutate,
work.
and their higher brain function started to deteriorate. Looks like a team decided to head deeper into the network to deal with the problem. There aren't any coherent entries after that.
I'm guessing they failed. Jula Tech is still operational.
We must go deeper into the network, toward the source of the corruption.
I'm getting Inception vibes here. Very well, Patel. Let's keep moving. Yeah, Mixu, sit back, relax. We're doing some chill content again, as usual. Get your corn chips and fizzy drink. Or popcorn.
The device is close, you see? The yield trees, the corruption, they have spread through this area. Find the next node and jump. The source of the sickness must be in the next area.
Or if you prefer, some crumpets with marmalade and some tea.
Something's wrong here. The radiation has mutated the hyphae grouping in this conduit. I can't compute its dynamic output ranges and adjust to compensate for the mutation. Long story short, we're stuck.
Patel, is there something you can do here?
No. The sickness has damaged it too much. I cannot speak to it and make it work. It must be navigated by the Stamets. The living Stamets.
What could the living Stamets do differently than this one?
The living Stamets, the one who came here before, was part of the network, connected. He touched it with his mind. The living Stamets could feel the flow of the network. That is how he guided his ship home through it.
Feel? You mean intuition? The living Stamets guided discovery with intuition?
Yes, but this Stamets does not think the same way. It thinks like a machine, not like the living.
Could we teach this Stamets to think that way?
The memories and essence of the Stamets from before are within the network. We may be able to bring them forth for you, so you can merge them with this Stamets. What you need is within what grows here, and the fluid that connects and sustains it.
Let's start collecting what we need. So we need to collect fluids and stuff.
The mycelial forest is a vast network, much like your computers.
How would I do that?
The water connects all the growth. Use it to compel the fronds to blossom and release the memories you see. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate. When the fronds bloom, collect the spore memories from them.
Oh, I just sneezed. I'm sorry.
You will need to collect more of the fluid. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Where are they? Over.
You will need to collect more of the fluid. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate. You have the spores. Now you must return to the place of memory.
Let's go to the place of memories then. So pretty. Oh, so pretty. Audio's messed up here. I think there's some audio missing in that part.
Now I know what it was like for you when you came back. Now it's my turn, except...
Are you alright?
Moment here, okay?
Yeah, okay, we're in the middle of a fight. Welcome back, Commander. Your lives are your
Tell
own.
may be a living thing, but what about me?
We were made, not born. But that...
You're giving me the chance to do what I want, to be who I...
Let's get to work, Commander. Oh, you already killed everything. Okay. Transfers to final node.
The sickness. It is strong here. It is dangerous. Already, many of the Elachi have become sick and corrupted.
Are we near the source then?
There are 3 devices up ahead. You must disable them.
Yeah, let's take a look. 3 devices. Let's go. So
Where
tardigrade.
are the devices? Up ahead.
Tardigrade doesn't seem bothered.
They are of the realm, but the sickness doesn't affect them.
Something about them could be a solution to all this.
Right now, the radiation is creating more overgrowth than the tardigrades can eat. If we take out Ja'ula's device, the corruption will stop and the growth rate will return to normal. Then the tardigrades will eat the surplus overgrowth, corrupted or not. Given time, they should slowly bring the ecosystem back into balance.
Well, let's find that device and shut it down then.
This could be tricky. We can't disable the probes without clearing the corrupted mycelium, and we can't do that without risking detonation.
Right, I'm
We
listening.
need to convince a hungry tardigrade to come to the buffet table, so to speak. If we can lure one of them to the probes, it might clear the overgrowth to a point where we can safely disarm them.
Lure a tardigrade. How do you propose we do
I'm
that?
thinking we use the healthy spore samples we collected earlier. If you're willing to wave a carrot in front of a hungry, practically indestructible 8-legged horse.
Sure, it's worth a shot.
Enemy target on center.
All right, turn off that probe and we'll move on. Good work. Now lure the tardigrade to another probe.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Is it coming? There it is.
All right, turn off that probe and we'll move on. Nice. Only one more to go.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Did not get enticed. Let's try that again. We're doing this like solo the first time around. It wasn't quite this easy. So thank you, CJ, for helping out.
We're ready for you to disable that probe.
Confront the Elachi.
Enemy target front center. Shield losing power.
Alright, where are you, Stamets? Right here. Okay.
This is all starting to come together. Ja'ula's plan, that is. I think I understand what she's trying to do.
Alright, what do you have?
Ja'ula and House Mokai learn about classified Starfleet projects in 2256. She raids the Glen and discovers the spore drive, then steals all of the data on it. Unfortunately for her, Strahl corrupted the data before she stole it. So, when she made her spore-based superweapon, she was using bad data.
What tragic results?
She puts her shiny new toy on her flagship and joins the attack on Starbase 1. That didn't work out so well for her, though. Bad data, bad weapon. She pulls the trigger and boom! It blows up in her face and the explosion throws her into this century.
Her and many others.
Ja'ula works out the bugs in her weapon's design. She determines that mutated spores are a critical component, so she sets out to get more of them. That's where the probes come in. She fires them into the network, they beam out Hark-Peng radiation, spores mutate, and Ja'ula gets more ammo for her weapon of mass destruction.
Disturbing, but it makes sense.
Problem is, she didn't think it through. The radiation causes unexpected side effects, as we've seen firsthand. Somehow, I don't think Ja'ula is worried about collateral damage, though.
Yeah, agreed. I don't think so
Knowledge
either.
is power. Now that we know what she's up to, we can take steps to put an end to her plan and protect the network from her actions. Hopefully, we'll be able to work with the Josep on this. Who knows, maybe the Elachi will join the fight. The sane Elachi, that is.
Oh, wow. We're gonna need all the help we can get on this, I think.
No argument there. Wait, did you hear that? Something's coming. Something big.
Now what?
I'm gonna say that's not a good sign.
Do not fire. We are allies. Forgive me. It has been so long since I have used my voice.
I'm listening. Who are you?
I was Darsev, a Romulan once. I am Elachi now.
Are you reverting back to your original form?
Partially. My mind returns to the time before my change. The weapon is to blame. It corrupts some of us. Drives us mad. Others, like me, become fusions of Elachi and what we were before. Wait.
No, the weapons were fired by Ja'ula, a renegade Klingon matriarch.
You must stop her. Close the rifts. Destroy her weapons. If she continues this madness, she will utterly corrupt this realm. If that happens, it will break through into the void space, your realm, and destroy everything.
That's not gonna happen if I have anything to say about it.
You should should return to your realm. Ju'ula's attack has angered other Ilachi. They are taking a fleet to destroy anything on the other side of the rift.
Unlike our ships.
You must leave now. Go to your realm and help your people while you can.
Thank you for your help, Patel.
It is our way. The Joseph thank you for removing the sickness. We will work with Tarsev and other Ilachi who wish to stand together against Ja'ula. We believe we will meet again, friends. Goodbye.
Alright, until next time then. Return to Andoria. And CJ just removed emote-only chat.
We're receiving your data now. No sign of our House Mokai friends, but something's definitely happening with the rift. Based on what you found out in the network, we'll be able to close it, but we'll need to get several external readings before we're ready to try.
Work fast, Captain. House Mokai might return, and sooner than we like.
Riskava and Hoffman can head to opposite ends of the rift. From there, we should each be able to get a differential reading. Once we have enough data, you can use a deflector modulation to close the rift.
Alright, let's make it happen. Watch your sensors for Mokai ship stuff.
Those Ilachi ships, they're using spore drones. The Ilachi tribes in the climate. They saw.
The Hoffman is in position. Initiate a stand.
The Riskava is in position. We're ready to close the rift.
Boom. All the science deletion. Okay, the gravel is moving towards me, that's why.
This is the Hoffman. We could really use some help over here.
Ah, you're fine, Hoffman.
This is the Hoffman. We could really use some help over here.
Like, I'm literally right next to you, blowing stuff up. I love that washing machine. That is absolutely great. How much are they progressing? Okay. Yeah, when you hit if you got like enemies in a gravel, And then you hit them with the gravimetric torps. And they start spinning around like they're in a washing machine. And the thing is moving again. Why are you moving? See if I can fire off another. Well, we're not going to see it again.
Heads up, I'm moving a huge spike in the rift. Something big is coming through.
Alright, do you see how they're spinning around now? That's the washing machine. Oh, is it the temporal spec? Okay, that does that.
Captain Sean, all Alliance forces. The Enterprise is here to help.
It's the Enterprise.
Okay, close the rift. Now. Wow, that actually worked. I can't say I didn't have doubts at first, but whew, well done. Not to rain on the parade here, but Ja'ula's still out there. As long as she has that weapon and the spores she needs to power it, this can happen again.
Alright.
Well, you can count on the Lucari. We will do what we can to stop her. This isn't just a threat to our universe. There's a brilliant, wondrous realm lying beneath our conception of space. And it's in danger as well. We can't let harm come to it from our side of the cosmos.
Well, typical of tree-hugging Lucari. That's what she's focused on. Alright, continue.
We stopped Ja'ula's attack and saved Andoria. I'd call that a good start. That rift, though, that's something you don't see every day, even in Starfleet. And I've seen some strange things in my time. It was good working with you all. I'll make sure Starfleet Command is updated. We'll do everything we can to bring Ja'ula to justice and put a stop to this campaign of hers.
About Ja'ula, she's going to go after any spores she can get her hands on.
No problem, CJ. You have yourself a good evening. And I'll catch you again next stream. Your expertise would be most helpful, Commander.
Pretty sure you didn't bring me into all this for the charming conversation, though that is a definite bonus. I'll be glad to have something to do. It'll help me adjust to life as a sentient hologram. I've got a lot to process and a lot to catch up on.
Yep, a lot has changed since 2257.
That might be the understatement of the 25th century. Short term, I'll start putting together a list of known spore colonies. We need to keep an eye on those. If we're lucky, we'll catch Ja'ula before something like this happens again.
Keep me posted, Commander. This needs to end soon. Yeah, let's depart the system. And
What an extraordinary series of events. The mycelial network will be of great interest to the Lucari, I can assure you. Our own astromycologists will want to study it as soon as possible. I do hope the Alliance is able to put a swift end to Ja'ula's campaign. The thought of her using spores as part of a weapon, it's unsettling. If she's able to perfect that technology, no one will be safe from her wrath. Finally, please send my regards to Commander Stamets. It was such a pleasure to work with him, and I do wish him the best as he explores the galaxy in our time.
yeah, cool. Collect rewards.